Hello and welcome to Dawntrail. So, we're going to be going through the story, obviously. I am 100% blind to all events because I've avoided live letters and the launch trailer story stuff. I've avoided pretty much all media for it so I could go in completely blind. I do know where we're going, obviously, and I have seen the teaser trailer back when it came out and the job guide. I think I watched the beginning of a live letter at one point, so I know of the big location we're going to. At least in my opinion, it's big. It's very different from your traditional location in FF14. But yeah, so we're going to be going through story, and I'm going to do this in a Let's Play style instead of, just stream version like I did for Endwalker, because I really personally don't like the stream style, and I don't like the big breaks in between that you can't cut, obviously. So I'm going to cut out any big backtracking, or if I go do a side quest, might cut it. I probably won't be doing many side quests in this main playthrough, but I might do a few, especially the Ether Current ones. But all right, and just to make sure, because if you're blind, you won't really be able to, if you're blind and just want to watch along my playthrough, apparently this is a decent spot to pick up the story, because it's a new arc, obviously. The whole thing from all the other expansions is done, but the characters are going to be the same. Obviously, they have their whole backstory and everything about them. So if you have any questions about a character or an event that seems like you should probably have prior knowledge, if you're, actually blind watching along, you can ask me. It's fine. I will definitely respond. So yeah, I think that's about it. Also, I decided to go with the Dawntrail hair because, one, it looks good, and two, we're in Dawntrail, so I figured why not try it. I think this hair looks pretty damn good. Okay. As you can see, this is day 2 of me playing. 1, I got on and immediately unlocked Viper and got it to 90, which was, it's a very interesting job, I will say. Okay, let's go to the start. All right, and wow. Oh, right. They have that option where if people disappear, if they're near the goal that you're trying to go off of. I'm actually going to put this on for the beginning because I think it's a little more matching. New world to explore. Welcome back, Rin. I've just had word from Erenville. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Tural aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment. Okay. That's a new accept, but I think I heard that in the Viper thing. I heard a little bit of the new music because Viper had very clearly new music. Voiced or not? This doesn't look voiced. Okay. Ojika gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at a moment's notice. The only one yet to arrive is Erenville himself. I apologize. I'm not going to do actual attempt at voice acting here because I just can't do accents or anything, so. Ah, you're all here. It took some persuasion, but the Gleaner's guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Tural. There'll be other passengers, researchers and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Erenville. I doubt anyone would expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. They're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, then now is the time to voice them. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Tural, yes? Yeah. We haven't forgotten. If you would remind, since it's the beginning of the Let's Play, the nation of Tuliyollal is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. In addition to that, Alphino and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Tural, we hope to learn more about its myriad cultures, how they interact with one another, how they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilsebard. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Kryl? Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet, oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Yeah, why the earring? Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak to Papa. With Papa, you can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. This is a bit quiet. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. The Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I am part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as guide. What is the... Still playing the part of the stoic servant, I see. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. No, I spent $40. Of course I haven't changed my mind. Sure, all in. Hoist sails and let the wind take us as she pleases. Well said. We won't get far wallowing in the shallows. Right then. If all are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. Do I need to turn BGM up? It's already pretty... Looks pretty low. No, but this one's loud. Okay, it was just that song, I think. Audio balancing is going to be really weird in this one. I'm going to do my best. I auto duck a little bit on my voice, but I don't talk during cutscenes that are voiced, so it shouldn't interfere. We'll see. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. Perhaps. Why is it so foggy? It better not be foggy when I get there. Oh, now it's fine. Okay, this is absolutely voiced. Is it all the way up? There we go.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
I hope so.
Do not be so quick to relax. Though Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map, the vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bufiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough, disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Oh no.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
It's time. I trust you have everything you need?
Couldn't be more ready. Just want to point out the graphics update is kind of insane on some point, especially since playing from 1.0. My god. It also made me like not recognize my character
so
that much.
does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Cattenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Oh, Graha, you not coming? He's eating a taco in the teaser. There's no way he doesn't end up there somehow.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Woklamat.
I'm still getting used to my character looking that way. I feel like I change hair a little too often, but oh yeah, I have to look at the world map. I didn't check. I guess that might spoil some areas. I'll wait. I actually don't know about any area outside of the most spoilery one. Well, the most technologically advanced one, I guess. I don't know if it's spoilery, but it is new too.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
Is that that guy's VA? That's the guy from the very beginning, right? Of Realm Reborn / the beginning of Shadowbringers with the ring, the merchant. I think that's the same VA. Did they just throw him in here for... Obviously completely unrelated. He's just a voice actor, but...
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know. Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliyollal and the Rite of Succession. Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
Oh boy. Oh, that reminds me that...
Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
Do we know exactly what happened to Galuf? I mean, obviously, I just keep thinking of FF5. Oh man, this song is actually quite loud. Man, there... I don't know about the balancing here. Give me one moment. I need to look something up. Okay, so I want to turn on the only do auto advance when in voiced cutscenes, and apparently I have to do that when I'm in a cutscene. I can't just do it, so I'll make sure to check it after. Deep breaths, deep breaths. I can feel my head start to dull on these long voyages. How about some light sparring later? Sure. We never really get to fight at the beginning of an expansion, though. It'll probably be a while. This is my first visit to Tural. Fongintain's the name. I was working at Eshtame's Aesthetics in Ulda, you see. But my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Charlian, in the hope of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel. When I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. I am told the Dawn Servant welcomes all, regardless of origin, and so Tuliyollal seemed the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. I gotta turn down my audio a bit. There we go. My story. Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Kettenraum. You know, the first Eorzean to set foot on Tural, almost 80 years ago. The Mamulja leaders is said to have welcomed Kettenraum with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back. Bobotos, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. The tales say Kettenraum returned to Tural several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage, and he was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is testimony to the ocean's peril. I see you in Eorzea before, you great and famous hero. I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tural, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our warband have fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. Why do I always struggle in episode 1 of any Let's Play to read? I swear I'm fine after that. I heard Aaronville was looking for passage to Tuliyollal, so I managed to squeeze his party aboard one of our chartered vessels. As fortune would have it, we had just scheduled an expedition to Tural. Sure. An adventurer, I presume. I'm a merchant myself, based in Ulda. Specialty imports and exports, Eorzean and Turali both. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this, it is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. For the Makote, the Hetsaro, the Rothgar, and the Ixbral? Not because every member of the given clan is of the same race mind, but because many individuals of the said race are associated with that clan. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Oh no, I'm gonna struggle so hard to pronounce anything in this. I've seen some of the names of the areas, simply because my friends are there, and I don't know what I was looking at. I'm told this vessel has been equipped with a barrier generator to protect it from storms. A reassuring thought, though I nevertheless pray there will be no need for it. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who'll be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants in the right of succession, your young Wuklamat being one of them, of course. But from what a Mamulja bloke was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the third promise. Okay. I do like this song. It's very adventurous. Did you learn anything of interest? Stuff. Oh, I hadn't heard about the clan names. We should have Wuklamat and Erenville teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. Okay. Oh, spoilers. I'm in Tuliyollal now. Oh. Bam. There we go.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick.
Clearly.
I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Erenville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Viera live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Tural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name.
Oh.
As for my mother...
We're in the teeth of the narrow, lads! Reef that sail before the mast snaps!
Oh dear.
Only know who's on watch! This wind's too strong to take in your side! I'm falling off the mast! We need help! Get him below decks first! Quickly! Before he's washed overboard!
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
Anyone remember the beginning of Monster Hunter World? Where they go to a new world? In the ship. Actually, what happens? It's been a long time since I started that game.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself. Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning. What an extraordinary life she must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
I mean... What are these freeze frames?
Wuklamat, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
I see. They're testing out a new kind of storytelling style with this, and it's very interesting. Very different.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
I'm actually going to turn my music back up. These shots are really good now. I mean, they were already great in Endwalker, but damn.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air? Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Ugh. Can't be much farther now, can it?
Kinda gave her like the Riku.
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliyollal's coasts.
Oh. Okay, there's a very high chance that we're going to spend a lot of time learning about Tuliyollal in the beginning of this. I think the first 2 or 3 episodes maybe.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down.
Yeah.
Easy, stomach. Easy.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Nod. Or are they doing the trailer now? Well, not that they would, but... I mean, kind of. Is this how the trailer starts?
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Okay, it quite literally is the trailer.
There, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
Oh.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
I like her hair. Yay, title. I'm actually surprised that the entirety of the trailer opening, was actually in the scene. Usually it's just like little bits that they throw out elsewhere. I see I've arrived at evening. Oh no. Oh. I was not expecting jazz, but this is actually pretty damn great. What are those hats? What is... Oh, that's a Vanu.
Gods. I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tuliyollal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out, or...?
It's not Charlie, and that's for sure.
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
What did they call the Beast Tribe? I mean, Allied Society.
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tuliyollal?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
How do you pronounce that?
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
He's got some interesting armor.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part?
Kind of.
Anyway, first things first. I bid you welcome to Tuliyollal.
I really wish it was daytime. But the nighttime does have a vibe here. I guess it's just the jazz that's really adding to it. But that scene would have probably... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right. What an amazing city, as lively as Ul'dah, and even more colorful. According to Erenville, the Vanu I thought I saw belongs to a clan known as Hanu Hanu. Oh. It seems they share more than a physical resemblance. Okay. Ah, it's so nice to feel that familiar breeze again. I wasn't sure my stomach would make it. I wonder what kind of trouble those soldiers are expecting. Hold on. I gotta take some stuff in quick. I mean, first of all, how big is this? It looks a little interesting to navigate. Can you jump off that? I hope so. Oh, this is gonna be a big city. Okay. I'm probably going to just follow the story, because I'm sure the story is going to go like, here's this place, here's that place. But I really... Normally I would just go run around right now if I wasn't doing a Let's Play, probably. Well, despite the storm's efforts, to the contrary, here we are, safe and sound. Yeah, that is the Viper. Okay, Viper does have the same complete music. You've arrived in Tuliyollal. You can return to the city at any time to speak. Yeah, swarthy sailor. I would ask if the journey tired you, but I'm sure you've endured far worse. Uh-oh. Mountain chromite. Okay. Oh, I suppose I shouldn't out people. I'll turn it off of general chat. Right then, first things first. I still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. How? I realize we just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Aha! We were wondering who these strange folk were. So the third promise has found herself some new followers then. Followers? Buklamat, are you unwell? Not at all. No, it couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick. No, sir. Might as well just admit it. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please don't ever worry that you are a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Wuklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean, technically? I suggest we move in 2 groups so as to attract lesser attention. Just technically ignoring me, then. Bryn, you and Kryle can come with me. I'll take the twins, then. Okay. We'll get in touch once we've had a look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have enough time for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Thank you. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wuklamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. That's going to be a very important trait later, I bet. The fact that she gets seasick. Tuliyollal isn't going anywhere. Let's give Wuklamat more time. Alright, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll set it to FC. They usually don't go on and start talking spoilers or anything, so I think it's safe. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day, feeling sorry for myself, what with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Erenville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats and barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the oncoming traffic is from Tural, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. They're accompanying me. I played Endwalker, it's fine. They gave me this tutorial for Viper as well, which I've already done it in Endwalker. Why do I keep getting the same tutorial again? Tuliyollal is like my own garden. I could lead you around with my eyes closed. If this tour were a ship, it'd be plain sailing all the way. The word ship alone is enough to curdle my stomach. Really? Wandering around the city is so exciting. Unfamiliar wonders everywhere we look. Okay. Wow, even the jazz song's pretty loud. Alright, we're sticking to objectives. I can look around later. Wait, by that I mean objectives and side. There is no side stuff. Okay. Here's the leaf quests. Gotcha. This is Bayside Bevy, Tuliyollal's largest marketplace. Being right in the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares goes directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Oh, right, I should mention that here in Tuliyollal, we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu created. Uh-oh. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. Okay. There's also Wachu Meki, another market to the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. I need to hear someone say that. Wachu or Waku? Next, we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your face. It's so dark that I can't. Okay, we got the summoning bell, dawn hunt vendor. Okay, we need to do stuff. Oh god, more hunts. I have a compulsive need to level everything, so I will be spending lots of time here. Alright, hold on, before we go there. What are you? I don't remember. Oh, it's retainers and stuff. Ah, the gemstone. Oh, I can't even look at them. I have 4. I'm good. And battlecrafts? Hold on, I just want to check these really quick. I promise I won't do this that much. Snow cotton tunic? Oh, this has got the double dye. Hold on, let me just... Ah, you dyed that part. That's not bad looking. Well, not the colors. I don't think the colors are very good, but... This is an interesting outfit. Okay, we're gonna be here all day if I do that. I can't. Wait, did I even attune to that? Oh, please. Just completely ignored this. Ooh, these look fancy. Bayside Bevy. There are dirigible landing. What's a dirigible? Isn't that like a... Hold on. Well, in real life, it's apparently a balloon, airship, zeppelin kind of thing. All right, I have to grab this. What is over here? Morrow's Measure. Why can't you... usually you can go around and talk to them, and they got optional things at all these places so they can tell you about them, but maybe she's getting around to it eventually. I just want you to get the main aetheryte first. What's over here? Forod's Cabins. Ah, that's the inn, I think. Wait. Maybe that's the inn. I really like this song. I think Old Charlene at Night, though, might be my favorite song so far as like an area. Ooh, Exaltation. That's pretty tall. But I do love some jazz. Well, oh, there's, I don't need the melder. There's the other side, but I think I'll wait on it. Simply because she made it sound like we're going to go there later. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have aetherytes in Tuliyollal? I think I told you before, but my brother Kona spent 3 years studying in Charlian. I know she said his name before, but I don't remember. He fell in love with the nation and its ways, and brought back to us the knowledge of aetherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once, had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate that leads to, how'd they say it? Jacques Tural? Jacques? I'll double check in editing. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Landsguard. Oh. Okay. Alright, you know what? For now... What? Oh, right. Everything gets all funky when you have them. I'm going to set that to home point for now. How far away are we? It's not that expensive. Okay. Okay, so we need to go way up. You know what? We're too close to it. I'm grabbing it. What is going on over here? So this is the culinary, well, not culinary, but crafting side for sure. Script exchange. What's up? Here's my shop, specializing in metalwares, used in the daily. If you ever need yourself a pot, pan, or anything else, you know where to find me. Need a fish, last ours are the fanciest you ever seen. Okay. I gotta look at this outfit. They look so... The amount of Mamulja we've... They never wear clothes. I don't think I've ever seen them look like this. Ever since Koana returned from his stay in Charlie, and we've been seeing an uptick in import goods. If I see anything I don't recognize, I assume it's fragile or liable to explode. No, that's some pretty good info. Alright. Actually, yeah. Might as well do that for now. Discuss elevation. Trudging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Wuklamat gets her endless endurance. Yeah, that would make sense. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Yeah, I love this. I used to skate a lot when I was little. This is very interesting looking and appealing if I had a skateboard. Just one of those things. I guess biking too. Biking would be fun on that. Beautiful, healthy plants aren't they? Growing a garden on the coast has its challenges, but it's nothing we can't overcome. Look at, he actually looks old now. People actually look old now. It's not just random wrinkles pasted on the face. I mean, kind of. Graphics update. This place is huge. I feel like I need a car to get around. What is that? Okay, I'm so sorry, but I have to look up here. Copperstone? Also, I think my camera's a little low. There we go. Oh. Oh, I guess this just, yeah, that just leads up to there. Okay. We're probably gonna have to go there eventually. Can't go in there. Seriously, how could this is an actual like area. Like this is so much bigger than every other place by the looks of it. You could fit like almost all of Ul'dah in this probably. Damn. Okay, what's over there? Oh, that's the airship landing. Okay. This here's Bright Plume Post, also known as the Landsguard Headquarters. Under the command of the great Zoral Ja, we hone our combat skills in order to apprehend any threats detected on patrol. You may come and go as you like, but don't cause trouble here. Sure. Here we are, Bright Plume Post. The soldier stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliyollal and preserving the peace. The Landsguard are led by our nation's strongest warriors, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zoral Ja took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... I'll discuss my brother and their accomplishments later. Brothers, Alphino and Alisame should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you to the Skygate. It's right at the north end of Talon March. Okay. What are you doing? As hard as we train, make no mistakes. Tuliyollal is a safe and peaceful place. Looking back, it's hard to believe that every corner of Tural was embroiled in war a mere 80 years ago. Look at him go. Wait, is that contact? Are they actually? Oh, damn. They're not just air fighting. Nice. As you can see, the Landsguard recruits from every culture of Tuliyollal. Personally, I find it fascinating to see how each of them uses their unique attributes to their advantage in battle. Even their posture is different. Hell yeah. Now that I've completed my training, my field training, I'm checking our stock. Not just counting it, mind, but making notes of each item's condition. Should worst come to worst, it could mean the difference between life and death. Okay. I may be talking to NPCs a little more than most people would like, but this is how I play games, so this is going to happen for the rest of the playthrough, probably. Just count on that. This is Bright Plume Post, headquarters of the Lands Guard. You are welcome to look around, but take care not to interrupt our training. Okay. I wonder what would be relevant here. The only thing I can think of is role quests. Oh, wait, what the... Oh. Oh, they got dual sabers. Where does this go? Who knew... Eli? I don't know how to pronounce that. Has this place caught your eye? The lighthouse serves as a valuable warning to any maritime vessels that approach, lest they sail straight into the sea stacks, or, gods forbid, over the edge of the waterfall. Oh, I can't go in. Right. That one you can go in. Why can you go in here and not the rest? Side quests? Pick up some crates, probably. Oh, scene. That's a big door. Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yak Hui. Giants? Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents. Yak Tural, the southern lands of the mother. Shak Tural. God, I need that to pronounce it. The northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. They'll pronounce it again at some point, I guarantee it. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago, the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. Well, that's awesome. A familiar-sounding tale. I am put in mind of the conflict between Heidelin and Zodiark. Uh-oh, I got a cough. All right, we're good. But getting back to Jacques Tural, those lands are also part of the Tuliyollal nation, correct? That's right. Incredible. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. Okay. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Not allowed? Crossing the bridge to Jacques Tural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the Rite of Succession is over? Oh. I promise to get you one when I'm a Dawn servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. Are they gonna do that? Oh, like the 85 points? Like we're gonna do this whole Rite of Succession before, or no, not 85, 95. Yeah, the halfway point, and then we're going into a whole unexpected thing for the second half. I'd be down for that if the Rite of Succession wasn't the entire thing. Yeah, then I'll make sure you win. Mark my words. I want to go north. Learn about giants. You really mean that? Woe to anyone who stands between you and adventure. Okay. Tired from all this walking? Take a moment to rest and we'll continue the tour. Wait, let me talk to the sentry. My apologies, miss, but passage here is prohibited. Gotcha. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuliyollal is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. I did it! I completed one quest. I actually don't want to use this on 6:45. Give me a moment. Uh-oh. Daytime music. It just came in. Whoa. All right, I'm going to go 100 for a minute. I love it. I love it. I'm really digging the jazz style here. Like, Jesus. If I'm gonna replace anything, Machinist. $560. That's how you do it, by the way. Actually, hold on. It's too loud again. That's how you do it, by the way. When you want to take something and you want to actually not have in a full armory chest all the time, take that off and then put the new thing on. That way you're not. So many people have like awful armory chests that they're like totally full. We'll head west next towards the Arc of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles too. Tuliyollal certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue. It's on the other side of the city, so speak up if you see something that interests you as we walk. Okay. They're back to accompanying me. There's nothing around there. Oh, I'm on Machinist. Look at my gun just floating like 10 feet above me. Okay. I wish you could just dash forward on Viper. Unfortunately, you need a target. Do you count as a party member? No. Oh yeah, we are going up there. Oh, Cryl. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of the Yakhui Temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Tural, to appease the gods who slumbers in the Great Ocean Trench. Oh. After the Yakhui withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. So when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tural. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliyollal. We climb these sets of stairs here all the way up. Okay. Okay, BGM 75. This song is... It's got another vibe on, like, the second half of it. That's so weird. Ooh. Okay. See, this is what I was looking for. Look at the daytime. This is that looks great. They're probably going to talk about it right here. The view. Oh, no, you want to talk about the... I mean, that looks great, too. Papa's palace is called Volok Shunta, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. Yeah, now it's wrapped back around. The sheer scale of this place is incredible. I wonder what that carving at the top represents. Good question. Also, I forgot to talk to them. So this was once a place of worship. The Yaqui seems a fascinating people, but I've not seen any in the city. I wonder when we'll have the chance to meet them. The stairs leading up to the peak can get pretty steep. Careful you don't fall. I've been one step away from death more than a few times. I believe that. What's going on out there? Is that actually layered? It is actually layered. It's not just a PNG. That's kind of surprising. Huh. Wait. Oh, I should have grabbed that. It's fine. We'll come back. I fell. Just grab this. Ooh. What's going on over here? Crowd. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Tural clans. Mamulja? Jral? Is the X a sh sound? Pelu Pelu, Moblin, Hanu Hanu. We also have the Tono Wauta, Hetsato, and Shatona, who moved south from their ancestors' lands in Tural. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Tural. A true representation of Tuliyollal's diverse characters, the adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. No, we go this way. But I do have to interact with that. Down ripple? Seriously, like, what's up with the song splitting into two? It's like a very distinct, like, here's a new song, basically. Not that I have a problem with it. Oh. What is that? Have we looked at that already? The Dawn Herald. Oh, that's the arch. Oh no, that's up the stairs. There we go. Huge drum. Oh, that's a drum? That big drum there is called the Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions, like when honoring the Landsguard's return from a dangerous duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. Yeah, that would make sense. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? I mean, if you were a giant. This place feels like it was built entirely for larger people. Alpaca keep. Oh, hi. Look at that face. Welcome. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's. Wait, can they fly? Actually, anything can fly in this game. Alright, we should probably go back down to 65 now that we've heard it plenty. And here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? Oh, they are literally hot air balloons. I hear other nations use airships to sail skies, but you will only find balloons in Tuliyollal. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Koana brought back the plans from Charlian, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights into other settlements. The trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about dirigibles. The Arch of the Dawn awaits. Okay. There's no interactable NPCs around here. I do need to go up there. Are we going to take a hot air balloon down to... Oh, I can't see, like... Oh, that one? Koza Luka? This is a cool landing. Ooh. In the past, I never would have dreamed this bulky thing could actually fly. But now the forest depths are just a quick jaunt away. Okay. Alright. I decided to go from the cabins. Everything looks so good here, it's ridiculous. Like, I went back and looked at a lot of old areas, and they look good, but this looks meant to be good, you know? The other ones look like they're patched up, almost. I don't know how to explain it. This is it, the Arch of the Dawn, and it looks like we're allowed to go that way. When the giants were still here, it was known as Tural Landgate, but when Papa founded Tuliyollal, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Through this gate is Kozama Uka, I think, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the Rite of Succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozama Uka, the name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed by earlier? Wait, is this the first time we've seen an alpaca? Those are alpacas, fearsome four-legged fiends. Fearsome, they seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Cryle. You'll learn soon enough. Were you kicked by one as a child? But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. Okay. She ran from them. Guessing she doesn't like coming over here then. You're gonna show me over here. Oh. Are these pillars what Wuglamat wanted to show us? Oh. Yes, please. If you wish to learn the history of Tuliyollal, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean? This spot captured Kryle's attention. Oh god. Rabbit person. What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations. But if you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. Duty finder? Oh yeah, can't cancel any duty finder. It's okay. I had like a 30-minute queue on Viper anyway. No way I'm going in duty finders. They are. They're all different art. Pictures? Wait, no, these are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed mamulja. Oh, then this must be... That's right. It follows the exploits of my father, Gulul Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliyollal Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Tuliyollal came to be. Study them as long as you like. How? Oh. Oh. We got a point-and-click adventure all of a sudden? Wait, what does this do? The 4 stones closest to us cover the first half of Papa's travel. Let's start with those. Well, which one's canonically? Brotherhood, Repast, Pots? Let's go Brotherhood. This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood, depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to a foreign explorer, Ket something. I can never remember the name. Really? You mean Ketenram. I'm surprised she wouldn't remember that. Ah, that's the one. Ketenram's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood. But no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Ketenram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Did we read that at the... We read that in the Numenon after... Is that before? No, it must have been 0.55. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Hanu Hanu in their village in Kozama Uka. Ah, the people Elfino mistook for Vanu Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are bright and cheerful sort. They hold this festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. Repast. This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is of the Tural, I think, like me. For decades, the Jabal and the Mamulja were at war for control of the forest of Yaktel. Ta'el, I think. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tuliyollal. There's a clan of Hrothgar and Bajra known as Hellions. In their society, the women rule as queens, and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tural, Jbral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. Pots. Let's see. This one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozama Uka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silverwork they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly, the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Turali counterparts. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot. Gold Ice Blank Pillar. Oh, Blank Pillar. Is that secession? We'll save that for last. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu Pelu, whose homeland is in Urkopacha, maybe? I don't know how to pronounce that one. It makes sense. Urkopacha, maybe. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Tuliyollal's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Oh, I know all about Tobli. He's quite clever and very weird. If they do a Tobli in this game, that would be great. Ah, the Lay of Proof. That big fella is of the Yakhui, the largest of Tural's peoples. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Tural. Like, relative to him, though? I know this is just a depiction, but, like, they don't look as giant as I was imagining. I was imagining, like, God of War giants. Maybe this is just a bad representation. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned to northwards, setting their sights on Tural. You'll recall that massive bridge they built by the Skygate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they'd conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urkopacha. And I've never seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. If they could set foot in the city, then they're not that big. They can't be that big. Okay. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Torali history? I don't know, but I hope we learn about it. Ice. Oh, this one is my favorite. The Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidral, Valley Garmanda. Well, that's an FF6 one. I know all about that. Encased in ice, I assume? I should explain. A Tural Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. Yeah, you learn about that in Viper, too. The Viper questline kind of goes in depth about one of them. No, it does. Not kind of. It does. Vatigamanda itself was dubbed the Sky Rune, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years ago or so, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Urkopacha Mountains? In ice? Obviously. Despite its reputation, however, Vatigamanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness in Tuliyollal's national emblem, and adorning the banners at the palace. Okay. Oh, this one's unmarked. Papa said he left the pillar blank for the next chapter in Tuliyollal's history, whatever that might be. The Rite. Had your fill of history then. Yeah. No, we checked everything. That was very interesting, actually. I feel like I'm getting quite a good handle on this city already. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing as I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. So let's go and have ourselves a bite of the local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. Okay, that's Wachu Meki. I like the sound of that. Maybe we'll turn that up a bit. No, it's about to go away. I'm just thinking... Oh, it was brought down. It was brought down for that cutscene. It's... God, balancing BGM's so weird. Alright, you're gonna be... Oh! With their... Aunt T's Tacos? There's the taco shop. Well, what is this then? I'm not even gonna pronounce that. Actually, Jbal Yav Taye? No, I butchered it. Wait, where's the kitchen? Oh, downstairs. What a lovely establishment. I'm reminded of the Bismarck in Limsola Minsa. Have you ever had tacos? They're a Tuliyollal classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and mix it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made at here best. And I need one right in front of me. right now, let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brook Evu. Oh, I'm not going to be able to pronounce anything. Oh my god. Hold up. Oh, damn. First time in Tuliyollal? If nothing else, you simply must try the tacos. You won't find in this flavor anywhere else. I pray that Loashkana is safe. Would that I could send a healer to her side. Here's the role quests. You want to learn more about the diversity of Tuliyollal? Just take a look at the menu here. It serves traditional cuisine from every culture. Of course, most of the people just order tacos. There's something addicting about the classic taste of comfort food. Trust me, one bite and you'll be hooked too. Aunt T's tacos are growing in popularity of late, but I always find myself returning to here. When it comes to food, perhaps I'm simply not the adventurous type. Oh, my poor granddaughter, I can't bear to be parted from her. Oh? I hear Aunt T's starting to experiment with different styles of tacos, but I'm loyal to here. Whatever spices they use to season their meat, I can't get enough. I wonder what Tepeke sees when she looks up at this night sky. Who's that? No one around here. I hope Tentoawa thinks before he acts. Weird. They've never had dialogue that feels like the middle of a conversation. Huh. I'd hope we'd never hear about the strange customers again. Oh, welcome. If you'd like to order something, we're at your service. Every dish looks delicious. At the risk of sounding like Wuklamat, the mere sight of so much fine cuisine is making me ravenous. This is Brook Evu, the owner. Don't let his unassuming appearance fool you. When it comes to making tacos, he is the greatest artisan in all of Tural. Oh yeah? I hope this is voiced. Potentially voiced?
Brook Evo! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Oh, what exists? Probably. But
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
you got them ordered. I see.
Oh,
Holy.
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh, no.
Clearly another claimant. Or not claimant.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor.
The mighty.
Glory on your name, brother.
The mystic.
And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tuliyollal. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
Yes, let's do it.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
Crowd just needs to hit him with one Pictomancer ability. That's all it'd take.
Two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
We fought one. I don't remember where, though.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa.
Wait.
The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
She said Hubigo and Hubiho.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamat know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
So it goes.
It's good that we didn't see it because I'm already hungry, and if I see tacos, I'm probably gonna have to take a little break. Go make food. All right. That gave me a chance to think. I think I'm gonna make these 2 hours. I don't know if that's the ideal thing, so I think we're gonna do the Rite session quick and then probably end. Well, do the discussion at the palace about it. Brooke Hevu's lovingly made tacos went to waste, and it's all that brutish Bakul Jaja's fault. I know. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Tuliyollal cuisine, but we should hurry and join Alphino and the others at the palace. All right, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Resplendent Quarter, or even from the eastern side of Talonmarch if you prefer. Now that you have an idea of how the city's laid out, I'll let you find your own way to Volok Shunza. Ah, my poor empty belly. All right. Well, I mean, I'll skip right there. Oh. Past this gate lies Volok Shunza. Volok. While the Dawn Servant is a forgiving man, I suggest you conduct yourself with the utmost respect. You got it. This theme is going to have so many renditions. It's already got at least 5 that I've heard so far, with the night jazz, the day jazz, the sad kind of somber version. So many of them. Is that it? Okay. But we can't go out anywhere yet. Whoa. God, look at the light on that ground. It's so good. It's so much better. And the shadows. I kind of have my shadow settings pretty damn high. But you know what? We're sitting at 67.5 gigs on in an hour and a half. So this is surprisingly not that bad for my choice of quality here. I record a little higher than I need to be, considering YouTube's going to say, nope. The food is amazing. Passing Mamulja let us try a fruit called cherry moya, and it was just sublime. Okay. We saw a 2-headed Mamulja on our way here, another claimant in the Rite of Succession, according to Erinville. There are so many narrow, winding streets, but even if you get lost, all you have to do is keep heading up and you'll arrive at the palace eventually. The bunny outfit. Do you feel any better? Do you have a better feel for the city now? I feel very comfortable, I think, now. You made it. Good. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever. I have to actually talk to you, though. Oh, I could ask Namika to cook me something afterwards. Who's that? Several cutscenes. All right, first, I need to figure out what to do with this. I didn't gear a lot of my 90s, so... One second. Yeah. So... my healers are kind of screwed. Therefore... yeah, 610. Oof. Ooh, I like that. I don't even want to glamour over that. It's going to glamour over it, but damn, that's not a bad one at all. All right. And you, and you. Okay. And Viper. Oh, this part's not voiced. I've acquainted with the twins with the city as best I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably, something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. It was like herding a pair of unruly corals. That makes sense. I understand all too well. Shadlian had the same effect on me. Right then, now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home, and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. I mean, you didn't tell me there was like an instance or anything, so I don't imagine there's one. Probably voiced. Oh, there are people fighting? Wait, what? You're the one fighting?
Estinian? When did he get here?
More to the point, why is he here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
I would have hoped, like... Uh-oh.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
I love how he took our place from the trailer.
Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
Well, I mean, I'm only 90.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tural.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
Yeah, but why? Why right now? Because I remember him just being like, I just feel like getting on a boat and going here, just conveniently. Very convenient.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonesh.
It's Erenville now, Dawn Servant. I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! Old-tempered still. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the Rite is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once. Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
What is Erenville hiding? Well, maybe not hiding, but he might just not be comfortable with his past? Oh, God. I imagine Kawana's the Makote on the right. Yeah.
The claimants are assembled. The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Kaona.
Kaona. You said that really weird.
The third promise, Uklamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakun Jaja. You four will compete in the Rite of Succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyollal is young, and so I look to the always for inspiration. The Rite of Succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest, but the Tuliyollal I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamulja at all.
He's not gonna like that.
So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against. Though it seems the one-head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Making fun of him for having...
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Tural.
And
find the City of Gold.
Well, that's kind of vague.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
Are you for us proof, my unbroken word? For I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyollal. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions. And we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same. But in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place.
Wait, why did you seal it?
Bring them.
I have questions. He made it sound like he made it up to the gate and then sealed it. He probably knows something crazy's in there, though. Wait. I mean, we just talked about all these stories. Wait, one of them would be blank then. Giants. We have to go meet with all these people and...
The Tuliyollal Saga.
Break the seal because of that?
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge.
Well, you already know where it is.
You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja Justice,
and be done with it.
The rite of cessation begins now.
Ooh.
I'll be watching your progress with great interest.
Just blew him off completely.
And claimants, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
Who are Urianger and Thancred helping? Because everyone else seems to have all the people that they hired. Potentially.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time.
What?
I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the rite of cessation. But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Oh, you've got her now.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
That's good motivation. One for me, the gates will open to the north, which I want.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
Was he with him when he found? Oh, I'm actually intrigued. What the?
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this? Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm.
It's adventure. We have to.
Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Not a fan of political turmoil, but that's fine.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Both? I want to see where this journey leads.
So you are committed to your path? I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
What does... I remember him mentioning, like, he didn't believe the...
Here they come! It's Saralja!
We'll talk about it later.
Mean. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliyollal's mightiest warrior!
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Saralja. Take heart, tiller of the soil. The Resilion son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Wow, he heard your pleas. That's...
Saralja, the first promise and commander of the landscape.
Every customer support.
The Palacia. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Saralja is indeed the natural child of Gurul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion, common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Saralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Saralja, the warmonger.
Cryle, are you all right?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Saralja's ambitions.
What?
Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Why didn't we get the echo? Just Cryo?
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences, more dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier.
Well, they do look like kids.
The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support.
With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the rite of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
That's a fair way to answer.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studio.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliyollal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
They didn't seem to talk in the well, no one did. Never mind.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser claimants.
That's your leader.
Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyollal. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your fealty.
Well said, brother.
Whoever that VA is, they do another character, and I can't figure out who it is.
Mamulja finally found peace in Tuliyollal. I pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself.
That's what it seems
but
like.
One thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Wait, what the? Everyone's leaving before she comes out? I see how they feel.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, third promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turali way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliyollal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies, it's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious third promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise? I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Well.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
It's fine. More than anyone, I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat, I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
I don't know. I don't know if she's entirely fit based on what I've seen to rule, but more than the others, yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't really. We have to learn about Kona, but obviously the other two are. One of them just has someone else do customer support. Like, we hear you. We'll get back to you, and then they never do. And the other one's obviously just terrible. So, by the sounds of it, both the Mamulja are. Oh, where are you gone? Oh, both the Mamulja are like warmongers, as he put it. I don't know. They don't seem fit. Also, I don't know. I think you're the best fit for it. Probably. It's so weird. Well, I want to win so that I can see more about Kryle's, what she wants to know about Galuf, and obviously I want to go learn about this giant society that existed and everything else in the north that they hid behind that giant door. I know not what drives Zoralja, but it engulfs him like an inferno. That two-headed claimant, Bakul Jaja, treats everyone around him as lesser beings. No doubt he'd try to elevate the Mamulja above other races, should he become Dawnservant. Not unlike how the Garlean Empire afforded special status to pureblood Garleans. Yeah. So Kona, the second promise, is intent on developing his country by means of Sharlayan innovations. Given his background, I suppose that should come as no surprise. As you just witnessed, Wuklamat has no great army of supporters. Not yet, at least. Yeah, that much is clear. Well, so much for a brief reunion I had in mind. Papa is not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard. If in any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the Golden City, City of Gold. All we have to work with are the 7 tablets and their connection to Tuliyollal Saga. Might I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillar? We could check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea. Let's go take a look. All right, we're definitely going to do that in the next one. I'm certainly going to have to split this, but it sounds like we're immediately going to be going into a new region after this. Although, if it does what the other things do, there are going to be 2 possible regions. How do you have two arrows here? Oh, God. Just floating. Yeah, I'm going to end this here. We'll figure it out. And they may be... I'm going to try to balance the time on these, but this one's obviously longer. The rest of them might be a little shorter, simply because we didn't do any fighting or big exploring, and it's already at 90 gigs, which means I may not... YouTube is going to destroy me if I go super long on like actual exploring big areas. So we'll see how it works out. But I'd expect them to be between an hour 45 to 2:15, roughly. That's what I'm going to shoot for. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.